Nate. How's it going, roadies? I'm some guy named Nate. This is Nurse Love Addiction. I'm still playing it, I guess. Playing as in sitting there reading to you a nice story and pressing the X button every once in a while. That is genuine storytelling from your good friend Nate, and I hope you are enjoying Nurse Love Addiction. If you are, drop a like, tell me more games to play. Follow Hey Blind Mouse on Twitter because she made my thumbnail and she did such a good job. Thank you, Blindy. Love ya. Best friends on the internet forever. Okay, I can't help myself from imagining White Wings spawning. Yeah, I said that on the last part. Now, to avoid creases from forming, make sure you stretch out the sheet. Never mind. Fold the corner into a triangle and insert it under the mattress. If there are any creases on the sheets, the creases will put pressure on the patient's body. Oh no! Bedridden patients and patients with delicate skin will quickly form bed sores, which will lead to a more serious problem. Oh no! We silently take in her words. From all around, I can hear the sound of scribbling pens as students take notes. You don't need to take notes on how to make a bed. You've made your own bed forever. You make your bed, now sleep in it. I'm working on it. I watch Miss O'Hara as if I'm being drawn into her crotch. Also, when changing the sheets, if you move the patient's belongings, you must make sure to place them in their original position when you finish. The patient will already be nervous enough as it is, so small things can add fuel to their anxiety. That being said, Ms. O'Hara's words flow, her body never taking a moment to rest as she moves serenely and gracefully. I almost said serenity. She's really impressive. I hear Miss Takeda whisper quietly. Meh. Responding to her voice, I look towards her, and our eyes meet. Meh. Smile, smile. Give her a friendly smile, just like Ms. O'Hara's smile. Meh, meh. She turns away and ignores me. Eek! Mission failed! Urgh! Miss Asuka Osashi, are you looking? You need to concentrate properly. Ms. O'Hara says this without seeming to look in my direction. I'm sorry. I quickly return my gaze. There she is. Even though Miss O'Hara's actions are slow, she makes no unnecessary movements, and she is already applying the finishing touches to the bed making. And last of all, I don't know why she keeps changing her voice, whatever. Unless it's a private room, there will be patients in other beds, so avoid stirring up dust. You must move quietly and swiftly. Alright, that's all. Ms. O'Hara runs her hand over the newly placed sheet, smoothing it out. The few micro creases left. Then she looks at us. The bed that Miss O'Hara made with her own hands looks undeniably inviting. It seems to glimmer white. Oh man, if I took a nap on this bed, I could die happy. What do you think, Miss Asuka Osashi? Just as I think such thoughts, she abruptly calls on me. I'd love to sleep in it. Sis. God, no, I mean. There you go. Let's make it so the patient will think the same thing. Did you remember those steps? Uh-oh. Nice. Miss Amato suppresses her voice as she laughs. Damn it! I look and see that Miss Takeda also has that exasperated expression on her face. Damn. But what's done is done. After Ms. O'Hara's demonstration finishes, we all begin practicing on the individual beds. At first, Ms. O'Hara tells us to work in pairs on a single bed. Now and I pair together and stand on opposite sides of the bed. Alright, let's try doing this, sis. Okay now, I'll lead. Leave it to me. Got it, good luck. Now flashes me a smile, and then flashes me something else. I'll be alright. I did space out a little, but I had been watching Miss O'Hara's movements properly, and I had been listening to her instructions. Besides, it's not just me, but the two of us. This will be a walk in the park. Minigame? However, it was not a walk. Oh no! How did this happen now? Before my eyes, a bed so tragically made that if I took a nap on it would be guaranteed to have nightmares. The sheets are a mess. The original sheet and replacement sheet seem to have somehow managed to tangle together, leaving us unable to discern which is which. I could possibly pass as some bizarre piece of modern art, or mysteriously entangled life forms, maybe. No. I'm sorry, I tried to support you as best as I could, but... Now looks at me apologetically, but of course, the responsibility lies with me. But, now, looking at this bed, somehow makes me feel dizzy. Yeah, me too. Now covers her mouth. I look on with a serious expression on my face. It's strange. According to my calculations, it should have been perfect. Oh no! You fail. It's difficult, isn't it? Even if you understand it with your head, it's different when you actually try to apply that knowledge. Miss O'Hara! Miss O'Hara walked over to our bed. Oh, nice. Whoa! I am embarrassed for her to see the tragic-looking bed, but Miss O'Hara doesn't laugh upon seeing our travesty, our team travesty. Instead, she gives me precise instructions, and like magic, we managed to return its bed to its original state. Hey, Travis, it's been 6 months. Can I see another video? Then she looks at me and smiles. I already subscribed to Team Travesty. Why don't you try doing it again? Travis is an awesome guy, though, everybody. Go check out his channel. He only has 8 videos up as of now, but they're really good. And he's a nice man. Maybe if he gets more subs, he'll have more motivation to make more content. This time, I'll advise you as to you do it. Bleh. Being spoken to so gently this way, it's all I can do to stop myself from crying. A while later, the world's perfect bed. Oh, and I'm tired. Hooray. This time, I think I got it right, Huff Puff. There in front of me. Well, you have to be fairly odd parents to want to sleep in a bed like this, but I've managed to make it into something that's recognizable as something that I suspect supposed to function as a bed. That is supposed to function as a bed. This is the finished product of my bed making. Alright, 30 points out of 100. Ms. O'Hara says this with a wry laugh. Understandably, she has to be tough on me the first time. The 30 points are like a jab through my heart. Yuck. Hang in there. Next week we have a test, so practice it over and over and over until you can do it on your own. Also, guys, of the jobs that I was offered, I might not take one because it's an overnight shift. It's a 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. shift. That's baloney. I can't do that. That'll literally kill me. A test? Ah. Don't worry, sis. I'm here for you. After school, you can use the training room freely. Best of luck. Ms. O'Hara smiles her angelic smile. She just distances herself from our bed and moves to another pair of students. Oh no. Yes, well done. This pretty much gets full marks. Oh, Miss Takeda and Miss Amato's bed. Miss Takeda touches the newly laid out sheet with her hand. And it's like silk. No, we still got a long way to go. It was pretty fun. This takes more skill than I thought. They do this even with someone sleeping in the bed, don't they? Miss O'Hara, next time may we do it on our own? Yes, very well. Next time. As I listen to their voices, I look down on my bed and mutter, damn! This sucks! If our first bed had been graded, I wonder how, if our first bed had been graded, I wonder how we would have scored. I wonder if they have negative scores. Probably. You know they do. Back to the hallway, we're going back to our house. Later that day as we make our way home from school, what happened? Oh man. For some reason, we're walking with Miss Takeda and Miss Amato. Well, we do belong in the same class, in the same dorm, so it's not odd that we'd end up together on the way home. Now and I are a little distance away. Miss Takeda and a little distance away, there you go. That's worded weird. What an absurd story. I doubt you'll be able to continue along. How awkward is this? Sis? Now observes my silence questioningly. I try laughing for no reason. Position between myself and Miss Takeda, although for some distance, now casts for a furtive glance. I can't read today. Now casts furtive glances between the two of us. Then, what happened? Miss Takeda, you were really good at bed making. Huh? Now strikes up friendly conversation with Miss Takeda and looks somewhat surprised momentarily. However, she quickly regains her composure. Yes, well, Miss O'Hara did say so, but... I guess it's worth all the training you did during spring vacation, wasn't it, Princess? I told you not to call me that at school. Yes, Princess, but you never said anything about the way home from school. Each time Miss Amato calls Miss Takeda Princess, a troubled look flits across her face. I guess that's the word. Which is unfortunate because her name suits her. Anyway, now's not the time to be thinking thoughts like that. Get out of my mind, thoughts. Do you have thoughts about thoughts? You were training on your own. That's impressive. All I did was sleep a lot. Yeah, sleep a lot? Well, before that, you studied hard for exams, sis. That being said, you did gain a little weight. No, I didn't. Hey, now this top secret. You're not supposed to tell anyone. Miss Takeda lets out a sigh. I've exasperated her again. You too, Itsuki. Please don't say unnecessary things. Come on. She's got a really nice voice, though. I don't want to talk over Itsuki. Come on. Come on. It's not like you want to pretend you're some kind of genius. At first, she kept making the bed with me in it. I fell out so many times I was covered in bruises. Come on, get up, da-na-na, let me see your bruises. Come on, get up, and let me see your bruises. She kept going on about how it was part of the procedure. She wouldn't even listen. Itsuki. Miss Takeda's face is bright red. I only giggled slightly, but in response she stares daggers at me. Eek. My first impression of the two of them yesterday in the stairway, the soft, elegant Miss Takeda and the cool, intelligent Miss Amato. But it seems I may have been wrong about them, and the way they are now is who they really seem to be. The distance between me and Miss Takeda. I feel both as if we've gotten closer and further apart at the same time. Of course. Nice. What about the waves? What do the waves mean? Are we at the beach? Hello, beach? Then on our first day off since entering Taito Nursing Academy, Tenko Nursing Academy, what happened? Oh! In our dorm room, I sat lifelessly at the table, moaning. I wonder why it is that frogs croak. I don't know. Ask Froppy. Ever since school started, every day we've been tied down hot by technical classroom lectures and training. With no regard for that fact, we're new students in our first week of study. Oh. On the table, a cup of green tea now is made, sits there steaming. Perhaps since until elementary school I had been grandma's little girl, I'm more used to drinking traditional green tea than coffee or black tea. Now is currently sitting at her study desk, and most likely reviewing this week's classes. She's such a good girl. Well, I know I have to do it too. I know, but maybe it's best if I give up on winning the Nightingale Award. I consider such a pathetic thoughts in my head. I sipped the green tea as I let out a lazy sigh. I remember Gangnam Style. I remember my teacher had written in my report card when I was in elementary school, "This kid's a fuck-up. Habit of being lazy. When excited about something, she sets extremely high goals for herself, but compromises immediately. Lacks perseverance. No self-discipline. Ruthless but spot on, Miss Toyama." I wonder how Miss Toyama is doing, dead. Oh, from elementary school? Now responds to my murmurs as she continues to look at her notebook. Yeah, I wonder what she'd think if she found out I was a student at this nursing academy. I'm sure she'd be happy about it. I'm not sure about that. Anyway, I'm gonna go use the toilet. I grunt and I get up. I'm like, everybody knows the effort grunt. I head towards the toilet near the entrance room. I think to myself that once I finish using the bathroom, I'll follow Now's example and review our studies as well. Let's just look at this skeleton. Thinking such thoughts, I walk to the door. Standing there is a skeleton. Bones, skeletal structure, life size, complete. Our eyes meet as its empty sockets gaze at me. Yeah, I know. No. I rush back and collapse to the floor next to Now. Ouch! What's the matter, sis? A skeleton! There's a skeleton standing in front of the door! Ah! Oh, that. Now grins and says, it's not standing, it's glued onto the front door. It's an anatomical chart. Anatomical chart? Yeah. Remember, sis, after our anatomical physiology class, you said that you couldn't remember the names of the different bones. Now's words bring back my memory. Commit to memory the name of the 206 bones that make up the human body. In nursing, this is as basic as it gets. I'll be testing you during next week's classes. If you can't get over 90, I'll have to keep taking the test. Yeah. So I asked the teacher if there were any effective ways to help remember them. And this is the result. Cool. You glue an anatomical chart in front of your toilet and place And as you place post-its over the few bone names to hide them. Then, when you want to use the toilet, you have to guess the name of the bones hidden behind the post-its. Wow, that's evil. But guys, on the next installment of Nurse Love Addiction, only going to record one more today, because it's already noon. I am going to find out the bones. We're going to find out the bones and take a leak. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down my spine.